good to be your host this morning, this afternoon rather. There is this popular mantra that keeps me going every day, and it goes thus: no matter how you feel, get up, dress up, show up, never give up. That's my daily mantra. I am Mercy Aces, Mercy Table, and I'm happy to be your host this morning. Not taking too much of the time, I want to introduce you to Mr. Sistus Ezudoye, our presenter for today. Welcome, Mr. Sistus, and we are eagerly anticipating you tell us so much about how operational efficiency can be locked using MTTR. You're welcome. Thank you very much. And for all of us in the audience, kindly note your question as you speak, and you will have a question and answer section, and be sure we'll entertain all your questions and give answer to it. Now, the floor is over to you, Mr. Sistus. We'd love to hear you speak. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Madam Mercy. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, dear friends. My name is Sixtus Ezudoye. I'm welcoming you all to this very educative and interactive webinar on how to unlock operational efficiency vis-a-vis MTTR. So without further ado, I'll be sharing my screen and we'll keep the ball rolling immediately. Thank you, everyone. I hope my screen can be seen by all. In this webinar, we'll be discussing what MTTR is, what are the factors militating against MTTR, what is the MTTR formula, how can we reduce MTTR, and what is the best solution for tracking MTTR. It's important we note that every organization, especially in the telco and ITC sector, needs to track their MTTR vis-a-vis a solution. And that solution is more than the MIRO solution powered by Zoracom. In this webinar, how good MIRO solution is and why it is important for you to track your MTTR using the MIRO solution. So please work with me. MTTR over time, if tracked using best global practices, helps organizations to reduce their downtime of incidents. It helps to improve the network reliability and availability of the network. And it helps you to reduce the impact of outages on the end users. And ultimately, improving your customer satisfaction and loyalty. One may ask, what is MTTR? This simply refers or means the mean time to repair or mean time to resolution. It is a very critical metric using to determine or deduce the efficiency of the incident management process of your organization. It's not enough to say, yeah, we have an incident management process in place in our organization, but how efficient is it? This you can only know by using global best practices and the best of tools to track your MTTR. So in essence, MTTR can be said to be the average time it takes to detect, diagnose, troubleshoot, and resolve network failures or incidents with the aim of returning services back to normal operating conditions. So the lower your MTTR, the better the performance of your incident management process and the better availability and reliability of network within your network infrastructure. So MTTR is very crucial. The importance of tracking MTTR cannot be overemphasized because it's very crucial for your organization to be able to measure your network availability, the uptime, and the performance of your network services. So at the end of the day, you need to work towards a lower MTTR. That is the essence of this webinar, working towards unlocking operational efficiency vis-a-vis tracking your MTTR. So having said this, we need to know what factors affect MTTR. What are those factors that militate against you having a lower MTTR so that you can have a better network performance, so that you can have a very reliable network, so that you can have a constant network availability, so that you can be able to track and know what is going on within your systems. One of those factors, there are numerous of them, but we are going to highlight a few. The first one here is the complexity of your network infrastructure. What type of network infrastructure are you dealing with? Is it the hardware network infrastructure where you have routers, switches, etc.? Is it the software which has to run on a designated hardware services? Are we talking about wireless network? Is it firewall? Is it BSS? Irrespective of your network infrastructure, how complex it is or how simple it is determines how fast your expertise, your experts out there, your technical engineers will be able to resolve your issues. So we are saying that complexity of the network infrastructure affects your MTTR. Because if you have a backbone site down, for instance, let's give an instance, let's say Lagos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A backbone site somewhere in VI, hovering about 50 or 80 other sites. Meaning when that Lagos 1, 2, 3, 4 goes down, you have about 50 or 80 other places down with it. So you can imagine the volume of customers within those locations that have been affected by that network failure, which can be through a fiber cut, it could be through a radio failure or whatever. So how fast is it your engineers are able to resolve these issues determines how low you get your MTTR, or the higher the MTTR you get. The severity of your network or incidents is another factor. By severity of the incident, we mean what are the classifications of the incidents you are having, the failures you are having. Are they critical issues? Are they major issues? Are they minor issues? Or even warning, depending on the alarms your network engineers are able to pick, detect through their observability and surveillance. So for critical issues, it's expected you have a lower MTTR because the volume of areas affected is high. So you must work towards a much more lower MTTR for critical issues as compared to minor issues, where you may have only one site down or a terminal site down. The expertise of your IT teams. Your IT teams can also be your field service engineers, your FSCs. How knowledgeable are your IT teams on the job? How knowledgeable are they on the tools they are using? How knowledgeable are they on how fast they are to track, to diagnose, to detect network incidents? Will also affect your MTTR. If you have a well-knowledgeable IT teams or field service engineers, they will be able to know as quick as possible what the cause of failure is. What is the root cause analysis? What is the point of cut or point of failure? All this helps in reducing the MTTR and ultimately helping to resolve the issue and returning services to normal operating conditions. The quality of your incident management process is another factor that affects MTTR. By this, we mean how seamless is your escalation matrix. If your incident management process or incident management flow is cumbersome, you need to work on it. If the tools you are using in escalating is a cumbersome tool, you need to work on it. And with Zoracom, we have the best solution for you to work on this, which is the MIRO solution. And we are going to elaborate on this very soon. Then availability of necessary tools and resources, just like I said. What kind of tools are your organizations using in tracking your MTTR? The MIRO solution is here for you. MTTR can be improved. Yes, constant improvement is needed, but how can we go about it? You need proactive monitoring of your network devices and services. Proactive monitoring, that is the key word. And with the MIRO solution, powered by Zoracom, you are rest assured that you have no issues. Automation of the incident management process is another way in which you can improve your MTTR as an organization. It needs to be automated. You need to remove every hitch that will bring about breaches. MTTR can be deduced or calculated by having your total network downtime divided by your number of network incidents. So, explaining your total network downtime, the difference between your uptime when the incident was resolved by your technical experts and the time the incident was detected or observed. For instance, you have a critical issue, a backbone site, let's say in Lagos, Nigeria, hovering about 50 other sites. And the incident happens 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And your technical teams were able to resolve this issue after going through the incident management process as at about 1:45 p.m. Your total network downtime is 1:45 p.m. when the incident was completely resolved, deducted from the downtime, which is your 1 p.m., giving us a difference of 45 minutes. So to calculate MTTR in this instance, will be this our 45 minutes divided by the 50 sites that were affected, which is the number of network incidents. So whatever value we get from this gives us our MTTR in this instance. So constant tracking of MTTR for every network failure, for every incident, helps us to unlock our operational efficiency, helps us to satisfy our customers. We help you as an organization to be rest assured of constant network reliability and availability. So this is the simple formula. Why is MTTR important? It is important we track our MTTR as an organization for 4 major reasons, amongst others. First, it helps you as an organization to measure the effectiveness of your incident management process. Like I earlier said, it's not enough to say we have an incident management process, we have an escalation matrix, we have our SLA, which is the service level agreement. But how effective is it? When you have issues in your NOC or in your SOC, your Security Operations Center, how effective are your teams in tracking, detecting, diagnosing, troubleshooting, and resolving these issues? MTTR is important. MTTR will help you to measure the effectiveness of your incident management process. MTTR, again, will help you as an organization to identify areas where improvements need to be made. And the essence is to reduce the downtime and improve on your service reliability. Another reason why you need to measure or track your MTTR is it helps you as an organization to set realistic expectations for your shareholders regarding your incident response times. By shareholders, I mean, or stakeholders, from the management to the technical team, to the network engineers, to the field service engineers, and down to the customers, realistic expectations must be set. And MTTR helps you to do this. For instance, for major issues, you'll be able to measure and say, okay, every major issue, we give it an hour or an hour, 20 minutes. Within 1 hour, 20 minutes, despite all logistic hurdles, we must resolve this issue. For all critical issues, within 1 hour or 45 minutes, despite all administrative bottlenecks, we must resolve this issue. So MTTR over time Having a trend will help you to track, will help you to set expectations, helping you to take business decisions and technical decisions. And the ultimate reason and the reason why we need to track your MTTR is to customer satisfaction and loyalty. Because when the end users have reduced downtime, reduced incidents of network failures, they have less network failures within their region, within the services you offer them, you are rest assured that your customers will be satisfied and they will be loyal to your network or to whatever service you provide for them. So these 4 reasons are very important. They are the reasons why MTTR must be tracked and must be measured using a very good solution, which is the MIRO solution. Having known the importance, how then can we reduce MTTR? One may ask. There are 5 critical ways by which MTTR can be reduced. First is getting a solution that is tailored to your network needs and architecture. What kind of services do you offer? You need a solution. And in Zoracom, we have that solution called the MIRO solution, which is an automated network observability as a service. Secondly, you need to configure that solution and automate it. How customized and configured is the solution? You don't need a cumbersome solution. You don't need a solution that is very hard to understand or very hard to comprehend and use. Customization and configuration of the solution is the second way by which MTTR can be reduced. The third way is training of your personnel. There is need for training and retraining of your engineers, of your IT teams, of your staffs on the usage of the solution, on how the importance of MTTR, on why MTTR, you need a low MTTR for your organization. There should be constant training and retraining of your engineers. Then monitoring the solution's performance and effectiveness is another way by which MTTR can be reduced. This needs to be done regularly. There is need for a regular check of the effectiveness of the performance, what we call the performance check. Then working closely with the vendor on issues that need to be addressed so that you can improve service delivery. So these are one of 5 amongst many ways by which MTTR can be reduced. These are the 5 key ways by which MTTR can be reduced. To further elaborate on this, we can say MTTR reduction process has 4 stages. The identification stage, that's detecting and identifying what the issue is. The containment stage, where you have a minimum time to acknowledge, assign tickets, escalate, and all that. Then the resolution stage, where the repair and resolution takes place. Then the maintenance stage. Why do we need MIRO? I've been mentioning MIRO. MIRO is our solution powered by Zoracom. And MIRO is the best solution out there. It's an all-encompassing tool for reducing MTTR. Like I earlier said, it's an automated network observability tool as a service used for fault management and root cause analysis. MIRO will offer you an automated root cause and impact analysis, enabling your network teams or your field teams to be able to observe and isolate incidents, failures, and helping them towards fast-track the troubleshooting, because troubleshooting needs to be fast-tracked so that you can get that low MTTR you aimed or you are aiming at, hence reducing the downtime of your network services. So MIRO simply in 5 ways helps you to fast event solution and resolution, helps you in an automated root cause and impact analysis. You want the incidents to be automated, you want the impact analysis to be automated, MIRO is the solution. Reduction of MTTR, MIRO is the solution. For vulnerability check against attacks within and outside the organization, MIRO has it. is tailored to be able to check vulnerabilities within your systems and organization. Then for event consolidation and communication, MIRO solution also helps this. What are the benefits of the MIRO solution? Vis-a-vis tracking MTTR. I'm going to give us 5 for the sake of time. Incident detection, incident analysis, incident visibility, network management, and collaboration and communication. By incident detection, the MIRO solution will monitor your network infrastructure. Whatever type it is not limited to any network infrastructure or architecture, helping you to detect device failures, network congestions, or security breaches, etc. Hence, this will enable your IT teams to respond quickly in tracking, diagnosing, and resolving issues. For analysis, MIRO is tailored in such a way that it uses algorithms and sophisticated tools to analyze incidents, helping you to determine your root cause analysis, which we call the RCA, helping to fix the problems quickly, thereby reducing MTTR. In incident management, MIRO is an automated tool, like I earlier said. It has the advantage of creating tickets, auto tickets, assigning them to your field teams or to your expertise, helping them to give insights on how to manage the incident efficiently, and overall reducing your MTTR. For network visibility, MIRO has a visibility advantage because it's an observability tool. It gives you insight on your device status, your network traffic, what are the trends going on within your network, the performance metrics, availability, reliability. We talk about errors. We want to know the discards. Whatever KPI you want to measure, MIRO is tailored in such a way that it gives you visibility into your network. Hence, potential issues are addressed before they cause downtime, thereby reducing MTTR. Then collaboration and communication. MIRO helps your field teams and the office engineers to be able to collaborate, to be able to communicate, because the office engineers, your network engineers detect, escalate, and help the field team to be able to know what the issue is vis-a-vis the created tickets. So all this communication and collaboration helps ultimately in reducing MTTR. So in conclusion, we need to unlock your operational efficiency as an organization. No matter how small your organization is, no matter how big it is, you need to improve your operational efficiency. And this you can do by tracking your MTTR using the MIRO solution. Because MIRO will enable a faster incident detection, analysis, and management, giving you real-time visibility into your network infrastructure, and also facilitating collaboration and communication between your IT teams. So at this junction, I will say thank you for making our time to listen to us at Zoracom on how to unlock your operational efficiency by reducing MTTR using an all-encompassing tool known as the MIRO solution. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sisters. It was very insightful indeed. And right now we'll be entertaining questions because I know one or two persons in the audience that attended may want to ask one or two questions from you for further clarification. So please, if there's anyone in the audience that would like to ask a question, you can indicate by raising your hand or drop it in the comment section so that Mr. Sisters can offer more insight, information to help you further, given all that he has presented. Thank you, Mr. Sisters, and for the audience, we welcome questions now.
Thank you, Madam Messi.
All right, Mr. Sistu, someone is just telling you here, good job. And that's from Jason. Jason, thank you very much. I noticed even before now, you have dropped a comment telling us to take it to a higher level. We will surely, depends, like one of us did drop the response, but we'll of course look into that. And now we have a question. The question from Medad Chikoti rather. Sorry if I mispronounced that. The question is, how do I get further information regarding MIRO solution, including pricing? Oh, that is very easy, me that. I'm going to drop a link, a comment now, but before then, all you need to do is send us an email at info@zoracom.com, info@zoracom.com. I think I should just type it right away, info@zoracom.com. Yes, info@zoracom.com for every information you need. And then one of us will definitely get back to you, including the pricing. Even if you want a demo section, we surely are hands-on giving you that. Another person here said, how good is the cybersecurity? You can be sure it's top-notch, right? Yes, someone has told you there. Very, very good. In fact, I can take it to the bank and get money with it. What do you think about that? And then we have another question from Wilson that says, what role does effective communication and collaboration play in reducing MTTR? Mr. Sisters, that is over to you.
Okay, thank you for the question. If I heard you clearly, what role does effective communication and collaboration play in reducing MTTR?
Yes.
Okay. Like I earlier said, there must not be any communication gap between your IT teams or your technical teams. Once there is an effective communication between your teams, you are rest assured that you have a lower MTTR, and a lower MTTR translates to a very good or a better incident management process. For instance, you have a network operations center or a security operations center where incidents are being observed, detected, analyzed, and escalated to the field teams. That communication between the network engineers working in the office or at home, giving the updates to the field engineers, we have a critical issue. This is the alarm we are seeing. We are seeing, for instance, the alarm detected here is a critical alarm or a major alarm. It could be a rectifier low voltage alarm. It could be a rectifier supply failure alarm. It could be a transmission alarm. It could be a fiber cut for an NFE site or an OADM. It could be that there is a degradation correction going on from the analysis. It could be that the degradation value your network engineer is seeing, whatever it is that was detected, is communicated to the field engineer. And that helps the field engineer in knowing exactly what the point of failure can be during his troubleshooting, or what the root cause analysis will be at the end of the day. It will also enable him to know what the cause of failure is. So once all these hitches, bottlenecks, or logistics are being resolved through effective communication, vis-a-vis usage of an escalation tool, which the MIRO solution is what we have here and is the best in town at the moment, because your MIRO solution will also create tickets. We help you to analyze the root cause analysis, like I've said earlier. So all the field engineer needs to do is, having gathered all this information, he goes straight to work, gets to site, does his diagnosis, his troubleshooting, gets the issue resolved within the shortest possible time. And at the end of the day, you have a low MTTR. So that is the role for effective communication in reducing MTTR. But if you have bottlenecks, if you have time lags, if you have no communication between the two teams, your field engineer gets to site and he wastes a lot of time cracking his head, using different methods, trying to know what the issue is. But with the MIRO solution, you are rest assured, your MTTR will be reduced because it ensures also effective communication. I hope I've effectively answered your question.
Wilson, I hope that answers your question satisfactorily and exhaustively. Mr. Sistus, once again, thank you very much for brilliantly giving all the information that may be needed to answer Mr. Wilson's question. Another question from Jason says, why does asset reliability solution matter? As in, why must I? Do you get what I'm saying? Do you get it? Yes. Why do asset reliability solution matter?
Asking why the asset reliability, why it matters. Reliability of your network, the availability of the network, or the services you are providing to your customers, to the end users. Reliability is needed. It cannot be overemphasized. The reliability must not and should not be compromised. So how can you do that? You need a solution. First, get a solution, a device tool. And in this instance, I keep telling you is the MIRO solution. Unwaveringly. Now that solution is customized to and tailored to your network infrastructure, irrespective of the type of network infrastructure or IT service you offer. So the MIRO solution is very reliable. It is very reliable because it will give you network detection, it will give you network visibility, it will give you network management, it will help you in getting your root cause analysis seamlessly, making your incident management process very hitch-free. So reliability cannot be, it's not something you bargain with. It's not something that can be compromised, because that is what will make your customers to keep coming for you. In Nigeria here, we have a yellow network, we have a red network. Depending the kind of network you use over there in your country, it must be reliable for the customer to keep using that network. If it's not reliable, you lose millions of customers, and that affects your business operations. Meaning you are always having a higher MTTR in resolving your issues. When there's a network downtime, a network failure or incident, it takes a longer time. 2, 3, 4 hours, people out of network, they cannot browse, they cannot chat, they cannot make calls. It is not good for business. So reliability is very key, and you need a perfect solution, an all-encompassing solution to get that. And the MIRO solution is the answer. I hope I've answered your question, Mr. Jason.
All right, thank you very much. I'm sure Mr. Jason is okay with your response. It covers comprehensively the answer to his questions. That will be all for our June edition for our webinar series here at Zoracom. We thank you very much, all of you, for being in attendance. We thank you very much for your participation, but we especially thank Mr. Sistus for his brilliant, intelligent delivery and for being fully prepared and remaining undeterred despite the distractions here and there. Thank you very much. By this day next month in July, we'll be having another webinar. So make it a date with us, and we'll be discussing something really very topical you will not want. Just like you enjoyed today's section, we assure and guarantee you will enjoy this section coming up next month. So thank you once again, and I will say have a good day. Enjoy the rest of the day. Mr. Sistus, thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Thank you very much, everyone. Bye, everyone.